Hey folks, the experts lied to you. You don't need forts and all those hard and complicated strategies to win as Poland. It might look tough, but actually the only thing you need is a million Polish men. And there are a million twin battle buddies, loyal to each other and Poland until death, in a true patriotic way, like Polish warriors of old. And they will die a lot, like Polish warriors of old. All factories on guns. But for supply we need one on trucks and trains respectively. We are keeping one gun factory on a separate line, you will see why later. To win, no. To survive, we need tight gameplay. We need to rush guns too. It is the only equipment we use. The sooner we upgrade, the more we can produce it. This step is important. We start off with the industry techs and electronics. And our focus tree we start here, aiming for the infantry equipment research bonus. I know you might not be a HoI4 lore expert like me. To explain the situation, I invited my neighbor Josip from Kebasa and he stole my Toyota. My other neighbor, Adolf, puts hate mail in my PO box every day. And Lithuania, well, I actually stole Vilnius from them, but we won't talk about that. So we need to start investing in self-defense right off, preferably away from Adolf. Building civs or infra first does pay off, but only by 1942. And have you ever seen a map of Poland in 1942? An often forgotten mechanic in HoI4 is scamming. Sell your starting planes. As any country, they're terrible and the AI will pay the highest price for them. After the first electronic stack we wait, exactly on time we finish the focus granting us a research bonus for guns. We can now rush that technology. But we aren't off the hook with timing focuses. We're on a timeline to get rid of the peasants' strike. They're lazy, don't want to work and will kill us. We also need to get the next infantry equipment research bonus and build up our industry. First some industry, then guns. You might ask, why not the research slots? And that's okay, you have been brainwashed by the military industrial complex. We don't need to invest into research and development because 90% of the tech trees are useless. Dispersed, we aren't even contesting the air. The two industry bonuses we'll use to rush construction 2 and 3. After getting guns 2 and construction 3, research order is not that important. Prioritize getting industry techs even if they are a bit ahead of time. Excavation is nice since we need lots of steel. As we shall see later, radio is extremely important. Weapons and equipment upgrades the only equipment we use. If there are none of those to research at the moment, pick up the computing tech for research speed. All other research is useless. Despite the increased cost, we are going for partial mob first. It lowers our consumer goods factories by 10% and increases mill construction speed by 40%. For the MIO, prioritize this line for more production. With the timer running out quickly, we have to appease the lazy peasants. Before proceeding to the next problem, we pick up invest in Eastern Poland focus for 3 civs and a mill. Taking the chief of army now will grant us almost enough XP needed for doctrines to survive the German onslaught. Almost enough. Talking about the Germs, they're already causing problems in Gnask. They're uppity and well Nazi, so we have to pacify Gnask. That will also get us off this awful trade law, as well as get rid of the modifier making the province useless. 2 decisions and a civilian governor are enough. Pick up the minus 35% consumer goods while waiting for Gnask to reach 80% compliance. Also, at 100 pp, improved worker conditions for stability. Having high stability is actually amazing, look at these bonuses. This decision is worth it. Don't worry, we aren't getting rid of the sweatshops, just putting suicide nets around. After applying adequate amounts of chlorine to Gnask, we can move on to our political tree. The good thing is, all these focuses are amazing. The bad thing is, if the left gets too angry they will leave, and if the right gets too angry they will kill us. So we need to manage them well. I'm greedy, so I'm getting all the good left and right focuses I can. Centrists are obviously useless. Of the first 3, the second one is big. Polish militarism, giving us 2.5% recruitable population. After getting it we also switch to limited conscription. Someone finally clicked our scam ads. Now that we have guns 2, we put them into production. The one factory stays on guns 1. It has built up production efficiency. It produces 6 guns a day while 21 other factories make only 37. We shall still run out of guns, but we shall do it slowly. Import some steel as well. Senation right gives us military theorist Smigli, 10% doctrine cost, some army XP and unaligned support. But secretly, he's even better, don't pick doctrines yet. There's one more trick we can do with Smigli later. Then we open destination left 3, but before exploring the depraved ideas contained in this tree, such as human rights and democracy, we have to design our divisions, 6 infantry battalions, yeah, that's it. Convert all your divisions to this template, start recruiting them until you have 240 divisions, no more, no less, and train them up. The next focus is draft a constitution, then support right-wing paramilitaries for 2% more recruitable population. Back to the left with modus vivendi for some advisors. Hire them: Joachim Stefan Bartošević for recruitable pop factor, Stanislav Wojciechowski and Valery Slavik for stab. Department of Home Defense next for 2 doctrine cost reductions. Now we have to take the castle to lower the opposition from both the left and the right. We also had to take the decision sideline the right to maintain the balance. Save up PP for war now. The Legion of Merit grants us minus 25% experienced soldiers losses. Second man of the state, time to start moving to the end of this political tree. Triumph of the OZN makes Smigly the leader. We choose to remain unaligned, now that doubles his bonuses because he is both the leader and the military theorist at the same time. We can start taking doctrines. The best ones in the game, mass assault, right side. These are great, but we must get the next one as quickly as possible. For focuses, we move towards the one giving us steel and the temporary infantry equipment production bonus. After that, do whatever. We have already won. Infantry High Command for more infantry defense and attack. Adolf sends his ultimatum. We answer diplomatically. Dear Adolf, go kill yourself, dumb monk. Kind regards. P.S. I fucked your mother. Apparently the crackhead didn't get the message since it took him a few days to declare the war, or he was fucking his cousin again. Give generals offensive, charismatic logistics wizard and infantry leader when you can. With the war starting, move to extensive conscription, limited exports and total mobilization. Take women in the workforce as soon as you have 100 PP. Start importing steel from the Soviets, since we can no longer use the sea for it. We have 18k infantry equipment in the stockpile, 1.4 million men on the field, most with guns too, and 38 mills. 1 army group on the German border, 2 armies on Slovakia and 3 armies on East Prussia. The most critical parts of the front are near Poznan and Slovakia, keep a close look at them, reinforce if the Germans are close to breaking through. With the amount of troops Germs keep in East Prussia, it is free real estate, take it, just relentless assaults, they will fall, sooner or later. Now we finally have enough XP for human wave offensive doctrine, Germany can no longer win. After taking East Prussia we send our divisions west to make defense more manageable, but since both Hungary and Romania will join the Axis and the Soviets will attack us, that is only a temporary solution. When our forces get into the position and build up plenty bones, we shall conduct another limited offensive to shorten the front line. Now, I'm not a military expert, on the contrary, I have toxoplasmosis. But the front line I would prefer for when Stalin attacks is the Maginot line. Even when on the most aggressive setting, the AI battle planner is not aggressive enough, we have to draw the attack lines ourselves. Once the offensive starts, there's no stopping. You stop, Germans recover and you lose. Always keep moving, always keep attacking. Attack the weak spots in their line to break them. Attack the strong ones to tie them down. Move into empty provinces, go for victory points, cut off supply, encircle them, destroy them. Don't care for losses or equipment, you have to break Germany with the sheer force of will. Push, be more aggressive than ever. But wait, why are we even winning? With human wave offensive doctrine, these divisions are less than 10 width. A bunch of them can fit into any battle. Doctrines also bring them to 75 org, which is insane for a 10 width division. And when Germans do break a division, due to our insane recovery rate from doctrines and generals, they recover instantly. And with all the reinforced rate bonuses from doctrine and radio tech, they can get back into the battle almost instantly. So, our divisions are a wall of organization. If they lose, they just walk back into the battle at full strength and join the fight again. And just do it over and over again until Germans run out of org and equipment. That works both on the defense and offense. And the best thing is, due to high HP, we don't even lose that many men. Well, we do lose a lot, but we can take it since our focuses grant us so much manpower. 500k to almost a million. Not bad. Take everything. Victory by January 1940. The Soviets haven't even annexed the Baltics yet. Some stats from the war. We shall build a supply hub here. No need to import anything anymore. The old borders focus gives us some claims on some German states, helping with compliance. For the garrisons, just use full cav. Joseph wants our territory. Smigly just vaguely points in the direction of where Germany used to be. Joseph reasonably backs off, so we have to attack him. We doubled the size of our divisions ahead of the war, increasing our army size from 1.4 million to 2.8 million. A general is promoted into an advisor, granting us even more division recovery rate. Now we are gonna do a little preemptive strike on the Soviets. Women in the workforce again, as well as some decisions to increase our stability and war support. Service by recruitment, this war will be costly. Again, we issue the first orders manually. We cannot fight this war the same as the one with Germany. The Soviet Union has far too many divisions and provinces for us to overrun them. They will win the war of attrition and they will win it fast. We need to encircle and destroy as much of the Red Army as we can, and we cannot stop moving. Soviets did make a funny landing, which is great for us. They encircled themselves. We also did that to ourselves and we'll do it again. Be careful. You have to micro a lot and pay attention to the front. Don't forget to make everyone an infantry expert. Due to terrain, we can mainly advance in the south and the center. Soviets are holding the north hard. Just keep pushing towards Moscow and Stalingrad. Destroy and encircle the Soviets on the way there. Once we take them and the Caucasus, we can swing back north and take Leningrad. But before that, an interview with one of our brave Polish fighters. He said he is fine, but the situation is pretty bad. He's staying in a freezing dugout with drunks and junkies, shitting in bushes, mud and garbage everywhere. The best food he gets are raw mashed potatoes. And there's an issue getting clean water, so they have to drink from a stagnant pond. And he has not showered in a month. I asked him how long he has been at the front. He said he's leaving from home tomorrow. He also said that you should like and subscribe.
I had the sanctuaries of the lands of Germany and Russia utterly destroyed, and I counted these gods and goddesses as ghosts. I destroyed and devastated the tombs of their kings. I took their bones to Polska. I prevented their ghosts from sleeping and deprived them of funerary offerings and libations. On a march of 1 month and 25 days I devastated the districts of the lands of Germany and Russia, and scattered salt and cress over them. As for the rest of the people, those still alive, I and myself now laid flat those people there as funerary offerings. I fed their dismembered flesh to dogs, pigs, vultures, eagles, birds of the heavens and fish of the Vistula. What was left of the fish of dogs and swine of their members which blocked the streets and filled the squares, I ordered them to remove from Warsaw, Gniazd and Poznan and to cast them upon heaps.
Oh, an achievement. Like and subscribe.